Okay, dear viewer, many thanks to you. Thanks for joining us on your favorite program, The Arena, on Aneke TV. My name is Chris Anibo, welcoming you aboard the show that takes on burning topical issues and matters which affects us as a people in the society. As we host analysts and guests on this platform who come to offer their thoughts, their opinions, share their knowledge on these issues and matters, we hope that society could become a better one for every one of us. So thanks again for joining us. Yesterday, our searchlight is beaming around building social skills, especially in students. Yes, of course, they say catch them young. And because we believe that the young ones today, called children, are the future leaders. If there's going to be a tomorrow for our society, we need to start getting it right now, where the young ones are. And that is why our guest today has come to share knowledge on how we could build social skills amongst the young ones. So happy listening. Yes, of course, our guest is the founder Talk to Solve, which is an awareness campaign organization charged with creating awareness on all forms of deviant behaviors in students. Her name is Ndidi Duru. You're welcome, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I must confess, you're looking elegant.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
right. All right, so let the discussion flow. I wouldn't know, building social skills in students, could we start by understanding what we mean by social skills?
Okay, so basically when we hear social skills, they are those things that facilitate ease of conversation, interaction, ease of socialization. You know, it involves communication, whether verbal, non-verbal. It involves active listening, patience, respect, good manners. It involves cooperation, collaboration. So whatever that makes relationship with people seamless, whatever that makes communication easy, that's what we're talking about. It just makes socialization easy.
Socialization, communication.
Yes.
And when we talk about communication, language is involved.
Oh, yeah. It's not just, like I said, when we're talking about communication, we're talking about both verbal and non-verbal communication.
I mean, body language.
Yeah, body language, the things, assuming we're talking right now, I'm talking, so you know how I feel because you're listening to me, I'm expressing myself. But then there are some things I don't say, but my body language tells you that you're talking to me and I'm like, that's loss of interest. I'm like, that's, confusion, surprise or something. So all of that involve communication. I am not speaking verbally, but my body is speaking. The way I tilt it, my eyes are popping, my mouth, the excitement, those things are also part of communication. So, for instance, you may say, you and I are talking, and you said I insulted you. When did I insult you? I haven't even said a word. Okay? You didn't say a word, but the way you acted was denigrating. Okay? You could just, assuming you're talking to me, and I'm like, I'm looking away, I'm giving you side eye, I'm looking at my wristwatch, it's a sign of disinterest. It could be disrespect. So I haven't uttered a word of disrespect, but I have done everything disrespectful. So in social skills, you're taught to be mindful of the things you do, your body language, your language again, the tone of your language. So sometimes it could be like, I don't want to speak to you, and I don't want to speak with you. They are not the same thing. One is aggressive and emphatic, one is subtle and friendly. So the tone of your speech matters. Again, your diction. If you're used to using strong language, abusive language, insensitive, stuff like that, they affect communication. So you should be mindful of what you say, how you say it, where you say it, and when you say it, who you say it to.
Now, somebody watching us right now may want to know, why is this really important? Why is it necessary? For instance, we are Africans, considering our climate, maybe culture.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to bring in tradition, maybe culture.
Okay.
It's our way of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scolding and you know.
Mm-hmm.
But so I wouldn't know. Why is this important?
Okay, so at this point in time, it's more important than ever because we have a lot of issues in Nigeria, whether economic issues, ethnic related issues, religious issues, all of that. So what we can actually try to manage now is our social relationship, our socialization process. We need to manage it. That's the only thing we have now. Otherwise, there will be chaos in the society. So number one, to facilitate relationship with people, you need to learn social skills. If you want to have interpersonal relationship with people, you need to learn it. It's going to help you in your family. There are people who have venom in their mouth. Okay? There are people who are horrible behaviorally. But when you learn social skill, what it does is it teaches you emotional intelligence. It teaches you empathy. You know that for every action there are many perspectives. It's not just yours. You learn to listen to people. Okay, you learn to see from other people's lenses. So for instance, where you're coming from, maybe you're from a religious background and you have been told that modesty means closing your entire body from head to toe. Okay, modesty means not speaking at all, being stifled. Okay, modesty means that could be what modesty from your own climb is. But then when you come out and meet people, they could tell you that modesty means looking yourself, but looking, like having it put together, not to offend others. So it's still possible I'm wearing my shorts and my polo and I look modest and not necessarily wearing my gown. So it takes a person of one who listens very well and one who is receptive to idea to know that, okay, my views about the world isn't the only way to look at the world. Other people have these perceptions. Why I may not agree with them, I just have to respect them. And I have to accept them for who they are. Why? Because the world has to accommodate everyone. It doesn't have to be me, otherwise I'm domineering. Do you understand that? So social skills help us with our interpersonal relationship. And again, it makes you a good listener. So sometimes people just talk, they don't want to hear others. Okay? But when you have social skill, you know that when you talk, you wait for others to talk. It's actually rude not to let other people talk. So, but again, you were asking about the importance. It actually helps because we're also targeting students. It helps to develop a student's academic performance.
Okay.
Yeah, when you mix with people and you listen to people, when you have social skill, you have a lot to benefit from people. You learn from them. Okay? You gain experience from them. The fire does not have to burn you. You have what the people burnt, and you're like, okay, that's how it works. I have to be meticulous. And it helps you socialize with people. If you don't have good social skills, how do you even collaborate with people? You can't be involved in the teamwork. Okay? But when you have social skills, you know to take turns. You know to be patient with people. You know to respect people and to understand boundaries. Right now, I want to read. I don't want to be interrupted. You understand that this person at this point just doesn't want to play. To you, it's not an insult. It's maturity of the mind, knowing that at this point she needs to be alone. At this point, social skills help you develop, to also mature. Because over time, you're watching others and you're learning. What I have been doing is not the right way. You unlearn and then relearn.
That's right.
Do you understand? So beyond the interpersonal relationship and the academic performance, because by mixing with people who know, you get to know more and you will learn, which is the academic performance part. The other part is that it also helps your personal development. You see things from a different perspective. You're no longer that person you used to be. Okay? Because with a new environment, with school, there are behaviors you adopt, which originally you didn't have at home because of the limitations. Your parents don't have it all. So you go to school, you learn from others. That's social skills because you're mingling with others. What happens? People meet you, they're like, you're different. Something is different about you. I think you're more mature, you're more articulate, you're more You are like that because you have adopted social skills. It has enabled you to learn. It has enabled you to grow. And guess what? It's self-development.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes it further interesting. And now, our audience in this regard now.
Oh, sorry.
This
I just remembered one.
What's
Conflict resolution.
Conflict resolution?
Yeah. And it's extremely important. Right now that people are so impatient, people are so rude, people don't understand the power of problem solving. People don't even understand that, okay, you are aggrieved, I'm aggrieved, but we have to meet at the middle. Okay, what's the common ground? Why are we upset? Okay, the land, my forefathers gave me this land, your forefathers gave you that land. Okay, fine. Give me your story, you give me your story, let's place it, and then we have something to work with. Remember I said in social skills, your thoughts are empathy, so you bring it in. Why is he so aggrieved? Okay, why is she so aggrieved? And then you listen to both of them and you draw a nexus. Where can we kick off? Who's going to let go? What are you going to respect? What are you, before you know it, will resolve our issues. So it's also good for conflict resolution.
Talking about conflict resolution, in other words, the entire society is involved.
Yeah.
In what we are treating now. So it's not just going to be about students.
No.
Because, yes, you're right when you say society is full of rude people.
Yeah.
There are lots of rude people everywhere. People just don't know how to, be formal in conversation. Sometimes there are people that are just annoying. Naturally, they are just annoying.
Yeah.
The way they talk, their manner of approach.
Yeah.
They just say it and then they say it carelessly, like
and
it's normal.
It's my nature. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. Really?
You understand?
Yeah.
And then again, society is full of anger.
Yeah.
Everybody out there is just angry.
Yeah.
Maybe as a result of economic hardship, economic situation, this is not moving normal.
Yeah.
So people tend to become angry.
True.
You take the commercial vehicle these days. Maybe you board a bus.
Yeah.
You see that the driver is antagonizing the conductor. The conductor is hitting at the passengers, and the passengers are throwing it back at the driver and the conductor, and everywhere seems to be chaotic.
Yeah.
Even in homes.
True.
Between the man and the wife, chaos.
True.
Between the parents and the children, chaos.
True.
And at the end of the day, what are we really breathing? Well, these issues and more. Before we get to that level of conflict resolution, how social skills could aid in resolving conflicts, let's talk about the students now.
Yeah.
Why is social skills very important and necessary where we have students? What does it do for them?
Okay, so if you call students or young people the leaders of tomorrow, then it's necessary that you invest in them. Do you understand? And there will not always be students. These are people that will occupy positions of power tomorrow. These are people that will make decisions for the country tomorrow. The navigation of the entirety of the country is vested on them. So it's important we catch them young. So for instance, when you're in school, it is not just to pass your basic studies like biology, French, all of that. No. We're also building a holistic individual. In other words, not just your academic life, your moral life, we're interested in that, your social life, whatever thing God has placed in you, we're developing it in school. So when you develop a social skill in a person, you would have raised a reasonable child. It's possible to be brilliant and unreasonable. When you are brilliant and you're insensitive and arrogant, you're not reasonable because everything is about you. It has nothing to do with your academic intelligence. You may know your maths, know your biology, but something is missing somewhere. That's the basic spice of life, which is social skill. So it's important we raise a total student who is not just academically sound, but someone who is reasonable, a responsible person. Now I'm talking about raising a child who is respectful.
Mm.
In fact, it is because you're respectful that you will do well academically. So the respect starts with yourself. How do you respect yourself? Be mindful of the way you look. Be mindful of the things that come out of you. Be mindful of your relationship with people. If you care so much about the way you appear in public, then you know very well to read. You know very well not to be caught in certain situations, and you know very well to relate with people very well. So that's why it's important. Again, we also want to raise people that do a lot of collaborations. Okay, I discovered that around our climb, we are individualistic. You know, I want to do it myself. I want to. You can do it yourself, but with collaboration, you will go far. The world has become a global village. So it's not just about one and the buy now. You have to do it with people. And how do you relate with people if you don't bury self? If you don't accommodate perspectives? If you are not open to new ideas? If you're not, so these are the things you need. Social skills for students is very important because it aids collaboration. Another thing is that it aids learning. I've mentioned that before.
You did.
Yeah, as a student, if you want to go far, then you have to adopt social skills. It just makes you listen. It makes you want to know. It makes you respect people. It makes you unlearn and relearn. And I talked about self-development. That's what it is basically. That's when you see your daughter. She used to be a very dirty person, lazy, and all of a sudden she goes to school, and by SS1 she's acting all neat, you know, dressing the bed, cooking, and you're wondering, where's this coming from? It's coming from the fact that she has accepted, she has allowed herself to learn from others. It's growth, you know. And it's because she started relating with people, understanding that there are different perspectives to life. It's not just about me. Me not being neat just doesn't affect me, but also affects others.
Oh, the conversation could go on and on, dear viewer, because I know it's getting quite interesting. It's something that has to do with every one of us if we must have a peaceful, you know, atmosphere in society, peaceful coexistence amongst people. Well, I want to go on a very quick short break. And when we return, the conversation continues, because if we're looking at students, you know, building on social skills, now the teacher is involved. Because the student will not learn without someone teaching him or her. And now our homes, families come into bear too, because parents too has to know what to do before they transfer such knowledge to the kids. So all of these are more when we return from this break. Please don't go away. It is The Arena on Aneke Television, and we'll be back. You're welcome back to the program on The Arena on Aneke Television. I told you before we went to that break that we're having a chat with the founder of Talk to Solve, Ndidi Duru, who is here talking to us on the need on building on social skills, especially among students. Why do we need this? Yes, of course, we need to be cautious of our tomorrow, the future. Because if we have children today, they will eventually become adults tomorrow who will now take over from the rest of us. So in order to make society very peaceful, you know, better off, social skills as a knowledge is needed. So listen as the conversation continues. So back to you, man. Yes, we said that if we are targeting young ones, behind the scene, my cameraman just asked me a question.
Okay.
He said, "What about people like him? Like, is it over for him?"
No.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
If we are talking about students, what about the adults? This is equally necessary for adults, which now brings in the role of the teacher, the role of parents.
Yeah.
So how do they come into the picture?
Okay, so
because you can't give what you don't have.
No, you can't. Absolutely not. So when we talk about social skills, where do we start from? The family. Yeah, that's where we start from. That is the child's first school. Okay? And the first caregivers are the parents. So this is where it becomes extremely important that for a parent, you just have to adopt social skills. Even if you didn't want to, for the sake of your children, you just have to. You know why? What you do, actually, your children emulate, and not necessarily what you say.
Because remember you said social skills involves communication.
Yeah.
Which is either verbally
or
non-verbal. So even your actions.
You could tell your children, oh, I raised you right. I need you to be kind to people. Don't insult people. I don't want you. I just need you to be as respectful and as responsible as ever. And then you're talking to your neighbor. Bionyala, you're very stupid. Look at her. At any given opportunity, you're yelling, you're insulting, you're looking down on people, you're arrogant, you don't listen to people. Guess what? The instructions you have given, well, they have heard you. But what you're modeling is what they will follow. They now know that, oh, when I'm angry, I use strong words on people to make them shut up. So they go to the class and you do something, you're like, you're very stupid. She picked it from the house. She picked it from you. And then she knows that, oh, when you're quarreling, you don't let people, I won't let you talk. I won't let you talk. Because that's what she sees at home. Okay? She doesn't understand that in conflict resolution, you say yours, at least I listen. And I'm not listening to respond. I'm listening to understand. Because in families, like we said, social skills are also needed for resolving issues. So you see husband and wife, someone hurts you and you're not even willing to talk about it. How do you want to settle an issue you're not talking about? Because sometimes a person could hurt you unknowingly. Okay? I could actually think that by telling you your head is big, that I'm teasing you. But you could be the sensitive type that your head is big is such a big deal. So until we talk about it, okay, I know you're joking with me, but I don't like it when people say my head is big. I mean, it makes me uncomfortable. Can you not say that my head is big? And you he's talking to should not say, is it not ordinary your head is big? What's wrong with your head is big? No, you try to understand. Oh, really? It actually makes you feel that bad. Okay, I'm not going to say it again. But can I at least say your eyes are big? Is that okay? And you see, you reach a compromise, something that works for both of you. And imagine your child is watching. Your child now knows that, okay, life is actually about negotiations, okay? And it's about trying to understand people, okay? It's not about imposing yourself on people. So, for instance, the child now knows that, oh, if I go to the class and I have issues with someone, I have to talk about it. And in the process of talking about it, I should actually listen to the person. So you see, you started teaching social skills. They watch you. How do you handle your domestic staff? Do you say thank you? Do you say, oh, I'm grateful? Do you call the person respectfully? Do you correct in love? Those things you do, your children are watching. Okay? If you're rude to your domestic staff, guess what? Nkali, come and clean my shoes right now. Because that's what she sees you do. Okay? But if she sees you say, Nkoli biko newefe, please can you help me and clean my shoes? She'll not be like, Auntie Coco, please can you help me? You see? So you're modeling a lifestyle for her to copy. Then about taking it to the school. Did I talk about husband, wife? Yes, I talked about it.
Yeah, you talked about it. But that's a husband and wife matter. You're gonna tell the viewer that you will repeat. Okay. You will come again. It's going to be an issue for another because I don't know. Suddenly it has become cat and rat kind of thing in the homes where the man is saying the wife has you. Yeah. Do you understand? A lot of things happen, either knowingly or unknowingly. Yeah. Crisis and conflict everywhere. Yeah. without taking into cognizance that the kids are there.
Yeah.
And they are really watching. Some of us grew up in such homes.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And whether we choose to accept it or not, it has some level of influence on us today, even as adults.
True.
Do you understand? And we are transmitting same to our own children.
Yeah.
And it becomes a generational thing.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to tell the viewer that you will repeat. It's between you and them now.
Yeah, well,
you will repeat.
Someone is boxing me to a corner.
No. I just said tell them. It's not about me now.
Someone is boxing me to a corner. Guys, save me. He's boxing me to a corner.
No, they trust me. They're my people.
Okay.
They know. Yes.
Well, it's something I'll be glad to do.
Beautiful. So now let's allow it rest.
Okay, this isn't social skills. This is manipulation. This is manipulation.
Apologies anyway. But then the fact remains. Let's leave that part out. Okay. Because we don't have all the time.
Okay.
So for the teachers now, how do the teachers come into the picture? For instance, I don't know if you're going to agree with me when I say this does not reflect in the school curriculum. I don't think it's there.
Yeah, to some extent.
Do we have it? No. While growing up, I went through community primary school.
Yeah.
I attended community secondary school.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about my university.
No one is asking.
So, these are just the issues. We never saw such ever. Yeah. It was never taught. Do you understand? Except maybe for now, but I stand to be corrected. So if it's not in the curriculum, how does the teacher transmit this? Because the pattern of communication between the teacher and the student in the classroom goes a long way.
Yeah.
If it's not a subject, what about the pattern of interaction? A teacher could be aggressive, bullish, just like some parents are, very bullish. So how does the teacher come in?
Okay, so I believe government should, I think they're already doing that.
Are they?
I think so. I'm not quite sure because I know I've heard a teacher talk about social skill drill. But the problem is not about one school doing it. It should be what every school should be doing. Okay, there should be a social skill drill. It's very important. Just like you have fire drills in school, you have resuscitation drills in school. There should be this particular one. And there should be a club that is designated to development of social skills in students. I know that some parts of social skills can be found in social studies, in civic education and all of that, but we just need it to be a thing in school, something that is practiced regularly. And how can you do this? You can do it by role-playing. Okay, students can be gathered and be given different characters to play, and then we'll ask the entirety of the students to judge the character, to interpret the character. So we can have like you and I discussing, and I'll be told to antagonize your point without being patient. Okay, let's say we're talking about apples and oranges, which is sweeter. I could say apple actually is sweeter. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say. You won't even let me talk. And then you ask the students, please interpret what you're watching. How does this make you feel? You see students say, that's so rude. He wouldn't even let her talk. At least let her talk. Let her express the way she feels about apples. You may even like apples. You may prefer it to orange at the end of the day. So what are you doing? You're letting the students learn the beauty of social skills without actually teaching them directly. Okay, another one is to create space for collaboration by giving them group assignments. You've noticed this particular student that doesn't like mixing with anybody. He's antisocial. If he's not antisocial, then he's anti-people, if I may put it that way. What do? Such a person, you give them a group assignment and you make them understand that in the group assignment, everyone must make an input, and you watch them from afar. You're watching out for collaboration, for patience, for the one who takes turns. And at the end of the day, you can ask them, what's your assessment? What did you notice? What was the struggle? How were you able to support each other? Were you able to complement each other in any space at all? What made it possible? Then the other one is the life you model as a teacher. So some teachers are very mean set of people.
Very mean.
Yeah, they are bullies. They lack emotional intelligence. I don't want to talk about my teacher anymore. I'm sure she must be feeling so bad wherever she is. But it was so bad. I had a horrible experience with her. I didn't know mathematics, and I'm sorry, ma'am. I just have to use you as an instance so other teachers will learn. You know, and
what happened?
I would tell her, I mean, I was an art student, right? So you know how good we are in maths. And then there were the very good ones. And I was not amongst the very good ones. And mind you, I was a very bright student. But as far as maths was concerned, it wasn't my thing. So, but my anger
Maybe
is that...
that's making the both of us.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers to it in a mass. Okay, so
that's making the both of us.
I was making effort. That was what was driving me crazy. I wanted to understand. So I would raise my hand. Imagine raising your hand as someone who doesn't know and wants to know. And your teacher is like, okay, go ahead. And I'm like, ma, I'm so sorry. I don't understand this. Can you explain it? Olodo. Olodo repete. And I'm like, and I was so emotionally fragile as a child. You know, that Olodo was, my God. And I would instantly cry. Like, I cry easily. And
don't cry now.
No, I'm not going to.
Don't cry. You said don't cry.
No,
okay.
it actually makes me cry. But today, no, I'm not. And then, you know, she's seeing the tears in your eyes and she's still writing on the board. Oh, Lord, are you listening?
Oh, God.
Like, and then you have your classmates who have a good laugh at you and all that. And, I mean, this happened severally. And I said, okay, I'm done with maths. That's it. And that was my last time. I don't remember opening my master's book ever again. I wasn't excited to attend her class. I think I was always sleeping in her. I didn't like her. In fact, ma, I'm very sorry. She sent me a Facebook request. I rejected. Like, I'm so traumatized. Yeah.
To that extent.
I'm telling you. And it's so bad that she wasn't a bad person. Because she rapports well with everybody. But the fact that that part of me that wanted to know, and so imagine what other students pass through when you say derogatory things to students, when you're not sensitive to the way they feel, you feel the answer to everything is punishment. I mean, sometimes as a teacher, you should call your student very close. Why are you acting like this? I have had a case of a student who was very supposedly bad. In fact, when I came to the school for outreach, they told me about the girl, and my first time of meeting her, she was so rude. She just told me, have they reported you to me? Yeah, they've told you I'm a bad student. I am. Like, I'm very bad. You know, she was...
Really?
Yeah, and I was listening. I said, okay, yeah. They actually told me that you're bad. And you are playing their script. I don't think you're bad. Bad people don't tell you they're bad. You telling me you're bad shows me that you're putting up a front. And I didn't come here to judge you. I came to be friends with you. So just let me be your friend. Why do you want to be my friend? Because I want to. I actually like it when you tell me a person is bad. Maybe the attraction is that I'm bad and you're bad. Makes the both of us. And she walked out on me.
She walked out?
Yeah.
Very rude.
And we had several sessions. I'll come to see her. And she's like, you don't give up, do you? I'm like, for you, no. Until we become friends. And she was like, what do you want from me? I said, now we're talking.
Really?
So I came to gist with you.
That takes lots of patience to do.
Yeah. I told you that in social skills, you need patience. With social skills, there's nobody you can deal with. There is nobody, because everybody has something he falls for. You see those tough-talking people. What? Don't tell me. Most times they are insecure people. They have very fragile egos. So you'll be surprised that a simple compliment, oh, guy, you're looking so nice today.
You mean like myself, right?
No, not you.
Oh, boy.
Not
There she
you.
goes.
I'm just giving that instance.
Just go ahead, no problem.
But you do look good.
Oh, thumbs up for you then.
So you could be like, oh, guy, you're looking nice today. Thank you. And you see him, you know. So it could just be that he's not getting sufficient love, acceptance where he's coming from. Never mind is a big boy, a boss and all that. We all want that attention. So it could just be what he wants from you. Sometimes it could be a sense of orderliness or rest. We just have what works for us.
Well, apologies, dear viewer. We want to cut it short here. My producer is giving the signals. It's time up, time up. I don't know what it is for you, but for me, it's a beautiful, beautiful interaction today with Ndidi Duru, who is talking to us on the need to build in on social skills, especially among the younger ones, okay? But then it's going to be work in progress. She has assured us that she will come from time to time, right? You know, to do this with us. We need it. Society needs it at this very point in time. For instance, if there are even homes, like social homes, where people could just come from time to time to come cool off and listen to these kind of things. Your organization, you're creating awareness. Well, maybe you could run advocacy to the government.
Yeah.
Yeah, could we please do this? Let it be part of what the students, learn. But before they learn, the teachers need to be exposed to training because they need to know.
True.
Do you understand? They need to know and all of these things. A child will tell the parent today, that's not what my teacher told me. And you're saying, come on, are you not seeing it? That 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. He said, but that's not what my teacher said. So these days they tend to believe more on what they get from school than even what you're giving them at home. Well, it's not going to be over today. So we wrap it up here. I don't know. Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.
We very well appreciate you because a lot about these things we need to talk further.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, dear viewer, that's the much we'll take on today's edition on The Arena on Aneke Television. Ndidi Duru is the founder of Talk to Solve, an awareness campaign organization charged with creating awareness on all forms of deviant behaviors in students. She will come again. My name is Chris, and I will say bye for now.